Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time you are in. My name is Esteban Andres Fuentes, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the creation of the cosmos under the Nordic's point of view. And this is a very interesting legend that is full of culture, full in history, and I'm pretty sure you would be very, very glad to use it in any of your lessons as English teachers, and also students will enjoy this legend as well. So, why should we use this legend? This legend, the creation of the cosmos by the Nordic point of view, is as I was saying before, very interesting, and it also contains many gods, and actually some of them have been featured in different Hollywood movies, which I think makes this legend a little bit more relevant for today's students. And the question is how to teach culture through this legend. Well, this legend contains, as I was saying before, many deities, beings, and heroes derived from numerous sources from both before and after the pagan period, including medieval manuscripts, archaeological representations, and folk traditions. So, as you can see here, it is very relevant, and it's a piece of culture expression that you can take advantage from in your English classes, in this case, literature classes. So here you have a little picture of Nordic gods. So to know more about Norse culture or Nordic culture, I would like to tell you that Norse mythology is primarily attested in dialects of Old Norse, a North Germanic language spoken by the Scandinavian peoples during the European Middle Ages, and the ancestor of modern Scandinavian languages. The majority of these Old Norse texts were created in Iceland, where the oral traditions stemming from the pre-Christian inhabitants of the island were collected and recorded in manuscripts. So, as I was saying before, there are numerous gods that are mentioned in the source texts, such as the hammer-wielding, humanity-protecting god Thor, who relentlessly pursues his foes, the one-eyed, raven-flanked god Odin, who craftily pursues knowledge throughout the worlds and bestowed upon humanity the runic alphabet. So, as you can see, um, as everything in culture, it has a context, it has a reason of existence, and there have been many changes and I would say mutations in the content itself of legends, since they could have meant something different in the past in comparison to the interpretations we may have right now, right? So this is definitely the perfect idea for enhancing cultural awareness in your students once you are in, or you get them to be in the literature class. So here you have an example of a god. Okay. Now, the legend. I would like to read it to you. It's very short, very precise, concise. So let's see. It says that before there was soil or sky or any green thing, there was only the gaping abyss of Ginnungagap. This chaos of perfect silence and darkness lay between the homeland of elemental fire, Muspelheim, and the homeland of elemental ice, Niflheim. Frost in Niflheim and below in flames from Muspelheim crept toward each other until they met in Ginnungagap. Amid the hissing and sputtering the fire melted the ice, and the drops formed themselves into Ymir, the first of the godlike giants. Ymir was hermaphrodite and could reproduce themselves. And could reproduce asexually when he sweated, so more giants were born. As the frost continued to melt, the cow Audumbla emerged from it. She nourished Ymir with her milk, and she, in turn, was nourished by salt licks in the ice. Her licks slowly uncovered Buri, the first of the Aesir tribe of gods. Buri had a son named Bor, who married Bestla, the daughter of the giant Bolthorn, the half-god, half-giant children of Bor and Bestla were Odin, who became the chief of the Aesir gods, and his two brothers, Vili and Ve. Odin and his brothers slew Ymir and set about constructing the world from his corpse. They fashioned the oceans from his blood, the soil from his skin and muscles, vegetation from his hair, clouds from his brains, and the sky from his coal. Four dwarfs corresponding to the four cardinal points held Ymir's skull aloft above the earth. The gods eventually formed the first man and women. Ask Embla formed two tree trunks and built a fence around their dwelling place, Midgard, to protect them from the giants. So, ideas from the legend. What can you do from this legend? It's very simple. You could have students um, see the different gods and goddesses as a family tree, and you could have them watch a little video prior written this legend in which they could get a context from what the gods and goddesses were like, also giants and elemental beings, right, from nature. Also, I think it is very important for students to know that Nordic people really value these legends they have in their culture. So it will be pretty awesome collecting different videos or informational texts in which students can see how much Nordic people value this culture expressions. Also, I think that the legend gives students a a sense of the world that expands their view and their knowledge in terms of, as I was saying before, cultural awareness and how other people tended to see the world, right? So, I would say that this is a very good activity or a very good legend for students to see how to use the the culture from Nordic legends. And here you can see an example of it's like a family tree of gods and goddesses. So I would say that tack or thank you. So tack is thank you in Swedish. So just in case you are wondering, I hope you find this video pretty interesting uh, and that you can get any idea from this. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. Goodbye.